I figured I would give you a different type of episode this week from the Hapsters themselves. Is the investment worth it for you?
Welcome to Sincerely Future You, a podcast for female entrepreneurs looking to scale their business by mastering their time, money, and drama. I'm your host, Jess McKinley, founder of What's Happyning Coaching, a life coaching program that helps ambitious women like you make decisions today with the future you in mind.
Hi, Hapsters. I am definitely excited to be coming to you without the craziest cough ever. It's been COVID land over here. I don't know where you are located, but over by me in New York, the COVID world has been just consuming us all. So thank God for podcasts. Am I right? Like, I have just been listening to podcasts more now than ever. And if I cannot be productive with my clients or in my brain in producing, I can go into that consumption space. And I think it's sometimes healthy to dive all in. If you're going to binge something, it's like Survivor podcast. And I'm going back and forth, but I am glad to be on the upswing and back with you. But I figured I would give you a different type of episode this week. You guys listen to me all the time talk about different concepts and tools that we use in coaching, but you always hear it from me. And I think that there's nothing more powerful than really hearing about life coaching from the clients themselves, from the Hapsters themselves. I know those of you who say that you listen to the podcast and that you love it and you learn so much from it have been on the fence about coming in and actually hiring a life coach. But what does that really mean? What are you going to get? What are you going to grow? Is the investment worth it for you? And how do you explain it in a way, for those of you who tell me this all the time, to your significant other, that it feels worth it as a family unit for you to be hiring a life and business coach? What does it mean? I think life coach is such a vague term. I've never really loved it. I mean, I love being a life coach because I know what it means, but explaining it takes longer than it should because it's not one thing. Every life coach that I know really approaches their business in a different way. And because I'm both a hybrid life and business coach, my client's experience is very different from maybe any other business coach or life coach that they've worked with in the past. So I wanted to let you hear it straight from the mouths of the Hapsters. In case you are on the fence, the question that I asked all of them to answer was, if you were back at that point where you were feeling so scared about making this investment in yourself, in your business, and you wanted your future self to come back and answer some questions for you to help alleviate some of your hesitation, what would you tell the past you? So this is a letter from Sincerely Future You, from all of my clients, from their future selves to their past selves, and really to you. So I can't wait for you to hear the variety of clients and businesses that we have on here and just them talk about their own experience. All of them being smart, ambitious, female, most of them some recovering people pleasers in there too, right? This is the trend of a Hapster, but they've worked through so much of this and I wanted them to share it with you today. So first up, you're going to hear from Siobhan Becker. Siobhan is a client of mine that I worked with for a while now. She is a photographer, a local to Long Island, New York, and she shares her experiences of having some hesitations and also really overcoming them and what she loved about working with a life coach.
If you're thinking of working with Jess, you should be prepared to have someone who will meet you where you are, but also challenge you in your business to help elevate both your brand and your business to new heights. Something that I found the most invaluable from Jess and Happyning sessions has been scheduling. Scheduling was something that I always struggled with. I always thought I had not enough hours in the day and definitely not enough time to relax and enjoy things. But after scheduling, I found that I have gotten a lot more of my time back to work more efficiently and to relax more too. And of course, Jess is always thinking of new ways for you to be more efficient in your business, to save time in your business, and even save money, because she also covers budgeting with you. There are so many amazing things that come with working with Jess.
Next up, we have Jessie Figgs. Jessie Figgs is a videographer and photographer. She does really amazing work with a lot of gyms and with some Instagram influencers, including Long Island food influencers and upstate local businesses. And she wanted to build her business in a new way and rebrand and really overcome her beliefs about not being a great salesperson. And I know some of you guys listening have this and want to know if investing, if this is something that you can change about yourself, or if you're just kind of doomed. And I know Jessie felt that way when she first signed on. So you have to hear from her.
If you are thinking about working with Jess, you absolutely should. Not me, Jess, her Jess. And during the short time that Jess has been coaching me, I've learned so much about myself and my business. More so, how to talk about myself. It was never, I will try, I might. It was always, you will. And I think that's super important, especially for women, to encourage other women to do that. During this pandemic as well, I've gotten very comfortable as a business owner. I'm sure, like a lot of people, we've been stuck at home. Things have been canceled. So she is pushing me to break that wall down. And I honestly can't thank her enough for helping me grow into a better business owner and a better human. So Jess, thank you. And you guys should definitely consider working with her.
Next up, we have Amanda Sonella. Amanda actually works in corporate America. And when she came to me, she was looking specifically to grow her professional career and her personal career from within a corporation. And I know that I talk about working with female entrepreneurs, but a handful of my clients are just professionals who really take their careers seriously, and they have that entrepreneur mindset that they bring to their company. Amanda, you may recognize from episode 18, I believe it was, where we shared a full session that we had of her the day that she got let go right in the beginning of COVID, weeks into COVID. And I shared with you her journey to getting a new job with Spartan races and the journey of thought management that it took to get there. So here is a little bit more from her words of what life coaching did to help her, not just on the professional front, but on the personal front as well.
If you're thinking about working with Jess, here's what you need to know. Yes, when Jess tells you how much it costs to work one-on-one with her or in-group coaching, you are going to be scared. And that is perfectly normal and okay. I remember that was the first thing I thought was, should I be doing this? Should I invest all this money in myself? Looking back now, I wish I can say, yes, it's the reason why this amount of money scares you is because you're afraid that you're not going to show up and do the work. You're afraid that you're not going to see results. And those things happen, one, when you invest in yourself, and when you learn all the tools that Jess has to offer, all you do is create results. I was able to negotiate a promotion. I was able to work my corporate schedule around coaching calls. I was able to lose my job during COVID and not lose my mind. I was able to negotiate a higher salary than the job that I had lost. I was able to negotiate a 10K contract with a business center, and I'm not even an entrepreneur. Leveraging skills that I have looking back, if I could share that with myself and say, you're going to produce the results, you're going to show up. I think initially I was afraid because how many times did I sign up for a free webinar and just never showed up? Free doesn't work. You need to invest a certain amount of money to get stuff back. If it only costs $30 to work with Jess, I can almost guarantee you that I would not, one, have showed up for every single call that we had, and two, produce the results that I have so far and will in the future. I would say for me, that was the biggest holdback. And the holdback was my thoughts, which I can now say because I understand the model and thought management, which has, by the way, changed my freaking life. If you knew me before I started coaching and were to meet me today, you would not be talking to the same person. And I am eternally grateful for that. Coaching has changed my life. It's changed me for the better. And I literally can't wait to see what the next year has in store for me. Working with Jess has been the greatest thing I decided to do ever. And you should too. You deserve this gift. Please give it to yourself. You will not be disappointed. You will exceed your expectations and more. Just do it.
Next up, we have Amanda Lopez. Amanda Lopez is a fitness coach and a mindset coach. She helps women who want to feel just more love for their bodies in all areas. And here is her experience of life and business coaching.
Hey, future Hapsters. If you are thinking about working with Jess, you should 100% do it. You are going to be challenged every single day. You will definitely be uncomfortable. You're going to learn how to fail, which you will also learn is a really, really amazing thing. But on the other side of all that learning, that beautiful learning is real tangible tools to level up your business and your life, your relationships, everything. So I can't tell you enough how much of an impact this has had on my life and my business. And I can't even imagine where I would be today without this type of coaching. So get your butt over to Happyning sessions now. You need to. Just go. Do it right now.
Next up is Carla Pettis. Carla is my oldest client. She was on the episode about scheduling. We went in depth into scheduling, and I know a lot of you guys have said that is one of your absolute favorite episodes. So you may be familiar with Carla's voice, but Carla and I have been working together for years, from the time that she was transitioning from being an engineer to buying a flower shop and being a full-on, what we call now, the queen of floral installations. So if you are in that midlife crisis place where you're just in a transition, you don't know what you want, but you do know what you don't want, this might be the testimonial that you need to listen to. And she might be the person that might push you over the edge into being like, if not now, when am I going to decide that I am worth investing in?
Hey guys, I'm Carla, and I'm here to tell you that if you're thinking about working with Jess, that it will be the best decision of your entire life. She is incredible. I've been working with her for about 3 years. While I was super hesitant initially, I am so glad that I hired her as my coach. The tools and the training and the coaching that she provides you are invaluable. You will take them with you for the rest of your life. You can apply them to any situation, any relationship, any goals, any dreams, anything in your life. They literally are priceless. I highly suggest you hire her. It is 2020 COVID-19 global pandemic, and I have grown my business through the pandemic because I refuse to stop. I refuse to let the circumstances dictate my future. And that's all thanks to Jess McKinley. I have grown my business and overcome all the obstacles. I'm currently growing into a larger space. Yeah, she's amazing, and she really will help you basically change your mindset. And I know that sounds a little bit like an eye roll right there, but Your brain is the most powerful tool on the face of the planet. It can sabotage you, and it can also produce all of your dreams, everything you ever wanted in your life. And if you can direct it and use it as the tool that it is, which Jess McKinley teaches you how to do and coaches you through, then you can make it do anything you want for you, and literally anything is possible. I totally didn't believe that that was true for a while, and now after working with her for as long as I have, I realize that truly anything I want in the world is possible. And I could cry right now. It's just so worth it. You should absolutely hire her. She will get you to where you want to go, and it is a decision that you will not regret. So hire her.
Next up is Helen Eimer. Helen is a jack of all trades, really. She is both a fitness coach, and when we were working together, she developed from scratch a back pain protocol program that helped people cure their back pain without surgery. She's also an RN and a nurse, and so she brought all of her areas of expertise into one program, and we were able to create that from scratch and launch it together. So you need to also just check out Helen online. She's just one of those motivational people that you should have in your feed.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, owner of Finavi Professional Organizing and client of life and business coach Jessica McKinley. As an entrepreneur, Jess is one of my best kept secrets and one of the keys to my success. So as a business owner, you might be saying, why would I hire a business coach? I launched my business because I know what I want. I have the answers. I don't need someone to come in and tell me what to do. And besides, this is a pretty big investment. While all of this might ring true with other business coaches, Jess doesn't come in and tell you what to do, nor is the investment too huge. Why? Because I made my money back in 3 weeks after signing on with her. What else does she do? She comes in and extracts the ideas that are already in your head. She teaches you how to show up as the best version of yourself and allows you to level up your business. That's what Jess does for you. I highly recommend you jump on a mini session with her, feel her magic, understand what she does for you. And if you are ready to taste success and upgrade your business, this is exactly where you need to be.
Finally, we have Jess Taylor. Jess Taylor is a financial advisor, and she is also located out near Breckenridge, Colorado. I have kind of this weird hapster capital of the world. I have like one in London where there's like a couple of hapsters over there, and one randomly in Breckenridge, Colorado, which I've never been to. And over there, Jess Taylor, when she first signed on as a client, I was like, this is so interesting, a financial advisor. I don't know anything about this particular business. Soon I learned, and just another reminder that life coaching and business coaching, it doesn't matter what industry you are in, your thoughts create your results. And Jess is a perfect example of that. She came in wanting to basically grow her business, but get more consistent in her habits. And as soon as we did that, her business really started to reflect that consistency. So can't wait for you to hear from her.
Why do I like working with Jess? Well, there's so many reasons, but a few of them are that she helps me think about my thoughts in a way that I don't even realize. She genuinely and authentically cares about the success of others and their business. She is always true to herself and always learning and growing her own knowledge, her own expertise, her own skills, so that she can share those with other people. She is a great mom, even though sometimes she feels like she's not. And she pushes me out of my comfort zone, and she pushes me in a way that helps me get the results that I want. She also calls me out on my shit in a way that is 110% needed. There's so many other reasons why I love working with Jess. She's absolutely incredible, and I wouldn't be where I am if it weren't for her. So thanks, Jess.
All right, guys, if you've listened to this and you are not like, okay, that was exactly the push that I needed. It's time to become a Hapster. I don't care at this point what my husband or my wife or my boyfriend or my cat says. It's time. I'm ready to invest in me. I don't know what's happening with you. Okay. So it is time for you to just start seeing yourself as your future self. When you're building your future from your past, you're building it in a limited way that only allows you to repeat and recreate things that you've already done before. And that's not the life that you want. How do I know? Because you're listening to this show. So this is a letter not only from my Hapsters to you, but it's also a letter really from the future potential you to yourself, imploring you to allow the fear to be there and to do it anyway. So I hope you had an amazing holiday season. I know we are still just wrapping up the year, and I have a really fun exercise coming for you next week in the form of a New Year's Eve letter to yourself. It's one of my Hapsters' longtime favorite activities that we do together to set up your year emotionally and mentally and process-wise. I love a good process really, really well for 2022. So tune in there. But in the meantime, get your butt over to coaching. I officially, January 15th, will no longer be taking on one-on-one clients. It is your absolute last opportunity to work with me one-on-one ever. I'm saying it, guys, I even just got the chills right there because it's sad and it's scary for me. Like, I've been doing this for years and I love coaching one-on-one, but I've got to process down. My clients know how to come in and get results, and it's not different. It doesn't matter what industry you are in. It works. And now that we've gone through years of testing, I know that we are ready to do this on a group scale, which will free up more time for me to be able to develop exactly what you need at a faster rate. So get over, if you are still one of those people that's like, okay, yeah, but I do want one-on-one coaching, get your booty over there. You can go to my website at whatshappyning.com. That is whatshappyning.com. And you can find how to work with me there, or you can connect with me as always over on Instagram at whatshappyningwjess. And you can set up your very first discovery call in the link in my bio over there. So again, I hope you guys have a beautiful end of the year. I hope you had a lovely Christmas. I hope you're staying safe and healthy. And I can't wait to talk to you guys next week.
Hey Hapsters, if you want to learn more about today's topic, head over to whatshappyning.com/podcast. That's what's happening, whatshappyning.com/podcast. If you're a business owner and you're resonating with what we talk about here, what are you even doing? Come hang out with me over where the party's at on Instagram at whatshappyningwjess. Again, that's happy, HAPPYNING, and book a discovery call to see if coaching is your next best step.